Turkey has once again reiterated that it will not follow sanctions imposed by the US and the European Union against Iran's energy sector over its nuclear program. Turkey's energy minister Taner Yildiz has said the country will continue its energy ties with neighboring Iran despite the Western sanctions.
Decisions made by the United Nations will be legally binding for Turkey. Turkey is not a member of the European Union, and because of this, its decisions are not binding for Turkey. Likewise, decisions made by the US will not be binding.
The Turkish minister made the remark in a joint news conference with South African Trade and Industry Minister in Ankara. The South African minister, for his part, voiced his country's concerns about the impacts of the sanctions on global oil prices and global oil supply. The Turkish minister's comments came on the same day that the Nationalist Movement Party, which is one of the main parties in the parliament, warned that Turkey faces an energy crisis because of its heavy reliance on energy imports, especially natural gas.
About half of the electricity produced in Turkey is produced by natural gas. It means about 60% of the natural gas we import is consumed for producing electricity. There are only a few countries that are so dependent on natural gas to produce electricity.
The Turkish lawmaker noted that Turkey's natural gas consumption has increased to 180 million cubic meters per day, while the country's infrastructure has a maximum capacity of importing 170 million cubic meters. Turkey's rapidly rising energy consumption is widely believed to be an inevitable result of the country's high economic growth rate, but experts warn that the looming energy crisis could cripple the country's industries and consequently halt its economic growth. It seems that the Turkish government should take serious steps to preserve the flow of the imported energy into the country and even seek new energy sources to avert the energy crisis.
Turkey imports over 70% of the energy it consumes. About 93% of the oil and 99% of the natural gas it consumes are imported. Its energy policy is based on imports, and this is why it is always prone to energy crises.
Observers say Turkey's reluctance to join the Western energy sanctions against Iran is expected to continue as the country imports about half of the crude oil and 25% of the natural gas it consumes from Iran, and as Ankara has repeatedly voiced support to Iran's right to develop a peaceful nuclear technology. Mehdi Gholizadeh, Press TV, Ankara.